ain't heard no like this. Pull out my sheet. I got the bread to trick. I see your ex down bad, I think he need assist, So I went that.
Welcome to 2K TV, everyone. We are celebrating our wrap party by playing with some community members. It's going to be several members of Team 2K TV integrated with many members of the NBA 2K community. We are so excited to hit Pro-Am today. So let me get started by introducing everybody here, and then I'm going to put everyone into two teams. These people do not know which teams they're on. Let's get into it. All right. For Team 2K TV, we've got Danny, Brian, Rodney, and Chris. And then for the...
Coming right up, the Mavericks taking on the Pacers. For the Mavericks, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best if they expect to beat them. Pacers, Mavs, just moments away right after this. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. So with Williams on the bench, here's the five for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Caron Butler, Chauncey Billups out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nowitzki in at the power forward. And for Indiana, we've got Harden. Downs is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Tatum in at the three slot. We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
Now, here is McGrady. Didn't think that was going to go in.
McGrady always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Billups dishes to Robinson. And there's the pass to Nowitzki. Outside Billups. Here's McGrady. Randolph grabs the board. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Harden the pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Iverson kicks to Harden. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Iverson after Tracy McGrady's score. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Iverson. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior. And Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Free throw, good Butler. And so Butler nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Randolph finds Tatum. Indiana moving it around. Harden the pass to Iverson. Hits it from three-point range. Iverson's got 5.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3-ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguarded.
Here's Nowitzki, and Nowitzki with the stuff.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Harden the pass to Iverson. Harden kicks to Iverson. For the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Butler in the corner. Phillips dishes to Robinson. Passes it to Nowitzki. Outside Phillips. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 4. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Towns the pass to Harden. And good that time.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Now here's Phillips. No scoring in this one. And that one's good. McGrady. Here's Iverson. Puts it up from 17. And the basket good. Up that shot that time.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Here's Robinson. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing team. Number 1, the Pacers.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Phillips against Iverson. Outside Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Randolph, and it's Randolph with the jam.
Well, this guy won't quit. Simply put, Zach Randolph is always up to the challenge on the offensive glass.
Outside Phillips. Pass to McGrady. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Randolph kicks to Iverson. Pass to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Karan Butler.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 2. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season. Now here's Iverson. Last game he had 13. Here's Randolph, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, this guy just has so much veteran knowledge. The pump fake by Zach Randolph fools defenses, gets them off their feet. So good.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, Zach Randolph understands he's in the final stages of his career. He's been a journeyman, and he's got to serve now as a mentor for his younger teammates.
And Randolph drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Billups. He kicks it to McGrady. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. McGrady's got 12 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
He gets that one. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
It's a tie game in Indiana. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
So with Boucher on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Randolph, Harden out there with Iverson. Then it's Tatum, and it's Towns in at the center position. Billups from outside. The Pacers pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harden gets the bucket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Passes to Nowitzki. Outside, Billups. McGrady outside. From downtown, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Now here's Towns following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Back to Towns. Here's Harden on the wing. McGrady covering. Randolph can't hit.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Basket good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Tatum. Down low. Randolph can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought, for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
McGrady against Harden. Pass to Robinson. Over Towns. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter. 3 of 6. Iverson against Phillips. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Now, here is McGrady. His last outing, he had 24 points.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
McGrady against Harden. Outside, Towns. Allen Iverson on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And Indiana, another 3.
This really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Persons checked in for the Pacers. The Mavericks also with the sub. Fighters checked in for Tracy McGrady. Iverson against Phillips. Here's Ryder. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Fighters got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Poke loose. Nowitzki with the steal. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Mavericks score.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Phillips passes to Nowitzki. Back to Phillips. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Continuously working in close. Phillips earning that bucket.
Pass to Person. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Person's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Robinson passes to Nowitzki. A three-pointer, no good. Indiana's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The pass to Person. Six to shoot. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Pacers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden outside. Over Butler. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
Their unselfishness has kept them in the game. Just look at the assist numbers. Guys are making cuts, moving the ball freely. You look to see the offense function like a well-oiled machine, sort of like myself.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So with Williams on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Robinson. Butler out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Billups in at the point.
Versatile, relentless. James Harden so tough to slow down.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Mavericks, Tracy McGrady. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And McGrady drops them both. Now Harden. Kicks to Randolph. Here's Towns. The Mavericks pull it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Nowitzki. He dishes it to Butler. To the middle. Robinson misses. Indiana leading. On the wing, Harden. Takes it inside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. He's shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Butler against Tatum. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Pass to Randolph. No good there. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. Outside, Billups. Dishes it to Robinson. The game now all-time. Robinson's got 10.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Iverson dishes to Harden. Over McGrady. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 12.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
That one goes in.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Outside, Tatum. Mavericks with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For the lead, the rebound by Jason Tatum.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Towns gets it to go.
Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Pass to McGrady. Here's Nowitzki. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Billups kicks to Robinson. Back to Billups. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And that's now 6 points for Chauncey Billups. Here's Iverson. He's got 15. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
You look back over the history of the game, James Harden, one of the absolute best at getting himself to the foul line.
The Pacers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Free throw good, James Harden.
When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hayes comes in for Zach Randolph. Edwards has come in for Jason Tatum. And it's John Morant in for Allen Iverson.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And the dunk by Boozer.
And there's a lot of strength behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter him.
Eichen passes to Robinson. Starts outside.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
There's the pass to McGrady.
Mavericks foul. George Mikan. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pacers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Harden the pass to Morant. Now here's Hayes. Passes it to Harden. Up again. It's good on the putback. Boozer's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Morant against Starks. Back to Edwards. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Now it's a 7-point Pacer lead.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Boozer kicks to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And Indiana, another 3.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Takes the three. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from McGrady.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's good. 2 points. Harden's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Isaiah Ryder.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Boozer on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Anthony Edwards out there with John Morant. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Towns. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Not loose. Hayes dishes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Mikan.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Ryder, no good. Pacers leading by 6. Morant outside. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayes has got his first basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ryder, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Towns, high post. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers. Williams passes to Nowitzki. Here's Mikan. Outside Williams. A three-pointer is right on target.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Edwards passes to Hayes. Back to Edwards. Pulls up from the corner. It's rebounded by Mikan. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Ryder. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards looking it over. Morant outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 9.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Butler on the wing. Puts it up. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Nowitzki for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Dirk is going to finish his career as one of the best scorers in the history of the game.
Morant passes to Hayes. Outside Tatum. Tatum against Butler. On the wing, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the Pacers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
and he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lead to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Mavericks trail by 6. Outside, Phillips. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Randolph slams it in.
We are talking about one of the toughest and grittiest players in league history. Go to work, Zebo.
Pass to Nowitzki. Count that one. Nowitzki's got 5 points now in the quarter. Indiana leading by 6. From deep Harden, it's rebounded by Mikan. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Butler. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Butler. And that's 11 points for Nowitzki.
Don't you just love how Dirk comes alive when the game is tight? Incredible patience in closing time.
And the basket by Harden.
Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string, you need to score it, no problem.
Here's Butler. Back to Phillips. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is how you know Phillips is a leader. He's ready to take that shot when you need it.
The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Mikan. Here's Dallas.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
The pass to Nowitzki. Back to Phillips. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Iverson with the ball. To win the game, the tagger! He drills the game winner!
And he wins it at the buzzer! What an astonishing way to end this game! Some serious last 76.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continue to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patched with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Barber, they say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drop business while we serving. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was poppin' Kermit. Gucci don't lie, say she